like, hey, hey. Lick it.
I'm
No, you
naturally
can handle
feminine,
me, nigga.
right?
No, you're not.
Y'all,
Listen, as a woman, I'm supposed to be naturally
Because you
feminine.
wouldn't- you
we gotta,
want-
we gotta handle the
Society
world, and now we gotta come
society
home
has
and handle
robbed me of
a
that.
woman, bro. Like,
Yeah, so
Society
why
has
do you
robbed
want
you of my
so then be by
femininity.
yourself?
So when
why, when we can date outside our race and be with women that's going to naturally
they
be
have a face
submissive?
Title of this video cracks me up. As a black man, you're supposed to be able to handle me as a black woman. You know, the one in the brown, she said to the guy, she said, you're supposed to be handling me, you're supposed to be able to handle me. And he said, I'm trying to handle the world out there. So why do I have to come home and try to handle my wife? He's right. Why do you got to handle his wife? Why do a woman need to be handled? You know what I'm saying? Unless they're a handful. You know, then the one in the brown said again, she said, you're going to be alone, this, that, and the other. He said, oh, I'll just go outside my race and find a woman that's naturally submissive. He said naturally submissive. That's interesting. So my question is submissiveness, is that a trait or is that a learned behavior? I truly believe the women in other cultures that are submissive to their men and to their husband, that's a learned behavior. Just like I believe in our culture, the learned behavior of women being masculine and emitting male energy, I believe that's also a learned behavior. Because they learn it from their aunts, their mother's friends, sometimes their grandmother, sometimes their mother. You know, I had a friend, he's still my friend. Man, every time he was a laborer, he used to go work hard every day. He'd come home and, like to have a drink every now and then, just to unwind from that rough day, doing a hard day's man's work. His wife complained all the time. She complained about everything. She called him an alcoholic. She labeled him as an alcoholic. And all he was doing was just have a drink every now and then when he gets home from work to unwind. She would find any and everything to complain about to this man. She even complained he was a cigarette smoker. She even complained about him smoking in the house, where they lived in an apartment. And over again complained. So he said, you know what? I'll go on the balcony and smoke. He went on the balcony, closed the balcony door, and started smoking out there. 2-3 days later, you know what she did? She went out there. I don't want you smoking out here and there's cigarette smoke. Some of it getting in. He said, how's it getting in there? The door's closed. But she just wanted to have something to complain about. So, he said, look, I'm putting my foot down. I compromised with you. I came out here to smoke, and this is my own home. You know what she wanted him to do? She wanted him to go out the front door, leave the building, go out in the front of the daggone apartment complex building and smoke his cigarettes. He said, no, I'm not doing that. This is my home. I work hard every day. I'm going to stay on the balcony and smoke my cigarettes. You know what she did? You're not going to believe what she did. I didn't believe that she did it. One day he was out there smoking. She came over to the door because she couldn't have it her way. You know what she did? She locked the balcony door and locked him out there. This is in the dead of the winter. The winter time. They lived on the East Coast up north. It was freezing out there. She locked him out. He banged on the window, hey, on the the balcony window, come on, open the door. You know what she did? She went and left the living room and went in the back room and left him out there. I guess to teach him a lesson or something like that. You know what he did? They lived on the 3rd floor balcony. He literally climbed down all the way down to the 1st floor. He got over the rail and hung down the rail to the end where the floor was, where his tippy toes touched the railing on the lower balcony. Then he scaled the ceiling a little bit with his palms and jumped down on the balcony underneath. And he did that to every balcony on the way down. Actually, it was 4 floors, but the last floor was a patio. So he was 4 stories up. That's what he did. He could have killed himself. And she probably said if he had flipped over in the accident and slipped or something like that and broke his neck, she probably said, what the hell was he doing? Why did he do that? Why was he doing that? So anyway, when he got down on the first floor, he came around to the front, knocked on the door, rang the doorbell, and she opened. She was like, didn't know who that was at the door, and opened the door, and it was him at the door. Anyway, make a long story short, he went in there and went to the closets, took all his clothes out, packed his clothes, and left her. Yeah. And didn't come back. Well, he did eventually, about maybe 3-4 years later. Yeah. See, I guess he couldn't handle his woman. Huh? Is that what y'all mean? Is that what these women are talking about at this, at this sit down? Huh? I guess he couldn't handle his woman. Unbelievable. Anyway, that's the story there. And the moral to this story is when you keep pushing a man, he's going to either go somewhere else to another race or he's going to leave you. And we see that happening today. Every single day. Boy, these modern black women, man. You should be able to handle me as your woman. Unbelievable.